running on the right track.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 11th episode of The Gaming Den. This show brings you a lot of different topics, along with some pretty good entertainment that most podcasts that you listen to may not possibly bring to you. This is, of course, a show with me and Fox, where we more or less just do everything about gaming. No fanboy crap, none of that, so if you're bringing it, you can leave the door now. Anyways, with any further ado, I am one of your hosts of today's show. I am SheWulf, and I am joined, as always, by my other host.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks for joining us in Mixer and YouTube. I am Fox, or you guys can call me Fox. Either way, what's up, SheWulf? What have you been up to?
I think most people call you Foxy. I don't even think people call you Fox. I think they call you, like, Foxy.
I think I get Foxy and Fox. But yeah, you're kind of right. Everybody's starting to lean more towards Foxy somehow. But yeah, sometimes I get a Lady Fox, which is interesting. It throws me off.
That
I'm
is.
like,
That
oh,
is.
okay.
I get Wolfie,
but
or I get like just straight up SheWulf.
I call you Wolfie all the time.
A lot of yeah. I'm okay with Wolfie though. I'm okay with Wolfie.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
How's it going with the whole getting ready for all the streams with all the different outfits and costumes?
Oh my god, so I have
getting all that stuff ready.
I'm working on it. I have okay, so I actually have 3 that are set up. Now I'm trying to determine whether I should actually do Thursdays, because like the gaming den is obviously on Fridays, so but I'm probably gonna end up doing Thursdays, but then I start to wonder, like, should I actually do Thursday for each week, or should I just wait till the week before Halloween and then just, like, do one each day?
Ooh, that's interesting.
So that's...
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you were gonna do, like, either one each week on the way there, but if you do one every day of the week of Halloween, that would be more interesting.
Yeah, see, but... I don't know what Mixer... Yeah, I don't know what Mixer's doing for their, like, Halloween idea. Like, I'm kind of curious to see...
Did you tweet them about it?
I asked, but I didn't get a reply back, so hopefully maybe anyone who's listening on Twitter, there we go. We are on Mixer and we are on YouTube as well. So, anyone on Mixer, if you guys have heard any possibility of what's going on, or... maybe you guys can ask and find out what's going on with the whole Mixer and Halloween event kind of thing. It would be awesome to hear, because I have some pretty cool ideas that I want to do. Like, I have one, obviously it's going to be a zombie. Right. I have 2, yes, from popular demand. There will be a SheWulf costume, so you guys can be prepared for that. And, of course, I'm also doing... I have another one, but I'm not going to say what it is, because it's going to be creepy if I can actually get it done right. Yeah, so it'll be a surprise.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you say 2 out of, the set that you're doing, or 5 or whatever, I think it's still interesting, because it makes people want to go check it out. But a couple surprises is even better, I think.
Yeah.
But don't wait too long for Mixer to reply about if they're doing an event or a special day. I think you should still do your thing, because you have a lot of viewers.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I do want to, like... So this is one of the biggest things. Of course, we are gamers, so what is the whole idea or concept of dressing up and all that? Because there's a lot of great games coming out for Halloween. So one, like, in particular, Friday the 13th. Like, how lucky are we all that, Halloween is going to be on a Tuesday, which I think is kind of weird. But...
yeah, it is.
But... October actually has Friday the 13th, so I thought it was really awesome that if this falls literally on the same month of Halloween. And so that I'm kind of excited for. I am. So
can I be honest though? Like, I hope their servers can handle it, because that day it will go down. Everybody's going to be playing that game for sure.
Friday the 13th, yes. I'm hoping to see if maybe I can get some of the old YouTubers and stuff like that, or even some of the Mixer guys to pull together and do like a night of Friday the 13th. You don't have that game, do you?
Nah.
God damn it.
What?
You need to get that game.
Not that interesting. It's not that interesting.
It is. Doesn't Timodos have
People
that game?
played it for about 2 weeks and then it was done.
Doesn't Timodos have that game?
Mm-mm.
God damn it.
Nope.
Well, that doesn't help. But well,
that's
you're still
fine.
going to be playing Resident Evil, so you don't have much of a choice to join that.
I
in
know,
on
that's
that
already
one.
enough as it is. That's enough anxiety. Thank you very much.
She will be playing Resident Evil with me. Even if I have to play it for a whole week of streams to get her to beat it, we will be playing Resident Evil 7 for Halloween. So make sure you guys check that out and come enjoy, because I tease the hell out of Fox when it comes to that game. So
Yeah.
it will be...
I question our friendship around that time.
Nah,
Yeah.
she likes it. So enough about the whole Halloween aspect, because we still have a little bit
Yes.
time to go before all of that. Let's get into some of our actual topics of the week. And first off, the first one I would like to jump into is what was it? Not PAX. Gamescom. We actually heard about a new game that's going to be releasing, which is
Yep.
Biomutant. Now, the devs came out and kind of gave us something a little bit interesting about this game, that it's actually going to be more like Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now,
I was like shocked when I heard that. I was like, oh,
yeah,
really?
it didn't look like that in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested to see how, like, obviously, Zelda Breath of the Wild is an open world game. So that alone already made it, like, an interesting game to begin with. So seeing Biomutant turn into an open world game, I'm not surprised. But what I'm more interested in to find out is exactly how is it going to be more like that game? Because obviously, we all know how open world games are. There's a lot of them out there. So what exactly, like, are they going to take the way that Zelda, like, his health is, how he can't swim, how he can only do certain things and all that kind of
Oh
stuff?
no, stamina bar. Oh no.
Yeah, like, that's my point. Like, are they taking those kind of features and putting it into this game? Or is it just the fact that it's a form of open world game and they're like, oh, well, here you go. Or is it going to be more of the missions and stuff? Because, frankly, if I have to be honest, I don't find Breath of the Wild really has that great of missions. So I kind of hope that it's not like that.
Oh, okay. You know, like the different little quests and stuff that you gotta do.
Well, I like doing that stuff, but I didn't find that, like, Zelda had all that great of, like, side missions and stuff like that. I didn't find that they were all that great. But that's just me
I
personally.
thought they were interesting when it came to the puzzles and the whatnot. Yeah. I like that. But even then, like, the thing about Zelda being open world was that I kind of felt like it was empty. I felt like the whole world was empty.
Yes.
Unless you were encountering something, and I was kind of like bored. Even when I tried it for a little bit and I watched my homegirl playing it, I was just kind of like, is that it? I mean, cool, there's cool parts in it, but then I was kind of like, oh, okay. Maybe this is not for me. And, I mean, I was really interested when we talked about this game and it was first announced. Because it was like an interesting action RPG. And for me, it looked like more action adventure than the RPG parts in it.
Yes.
So I was more intrigued for me when I didn't automatically think Zelda.
See, that, but
so I thought that was interesting.
But that makes, that makes the perfect sense right there. Exactly what you said. It looked more like an action RPG than just an open world RPG. So if they are, and I definitely agree, Legend of Zelda was way too open and not enough in it to do. Like, when you were running through, like, the open they weren't forests.
The landscape?
So, yeah, I guess you just go with
true.
landscape. Like, it wasn't just forest. Like,
I
they
mean,
were
it looked beautiful,
open fields.
but
They
it was
were
kind of empty.
Yes, they were open fields, and they were actually pretty empty, and that was disappointing because you would have expected more. And I really hope that Biomutant doesn't do that. I really hope that Biomutant actually keeps to, like you said, the whole action pack and actually having so much to do that it almost like it overwhelms you. Is what I would like to see, because of the fact that this game seems like it needs that. It needs to drive on that action.
Yeah.
And I don't find Breath of the Wild has that much action.
Nah, I mean it has. Well, I think either way, like Zelda has his audience already. So the fact that he's going to say, I'm going to compare it to like one of the big top dogs or one of the best well known, I think is very ballsy. And I'm like, wow, interesting. So it's very intriguing. I think that it actually perked up some people's ears that weren't looking at this game to actually check it out. Whether it's the same or not, I think it's interesting for him to even say that. I did notice somebody else pointing other stuff out on YouTube saying that they comparing this game to a little bit of Jak and Daxter compared with Horizon and DMZ, which is like Devil May Cry
Yeah.
Type of thing. So,
But those are
some
very
people are seeing it.
action-packed games, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are seeing it in a different way, and yet he's comparing it to this. So I thought that was really intriguing for him to be like very ballsy and say, "Hey, our game is kind of like this, one of the best well-known games on Nintendo that everybody loves so much." You know?
But could that be why he actually compared it to that game, just because of the fact that it is one of the newest open world games that have released lately that was a huge seller? Like, let's be honest, it was a console seller. Like, it sold that Switch like mad crazy. So to see them turn around and come out and say, oh yeah, you know, this game plays like this, when I didn't see any of that. Again, well, I was just going to say, like, the Breath of the Wild, I was going to say the Breath of the Wild is still an amazing game. So don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not hating on the game. I actually really enjoyed the game for what it was and what it was supposed to be. But Biomutant, after watching the trailers and what they released at Gamescom and stuff like that.
The gameplay and stuff, too, yeah.
Yeah, the gameplay, it just did not look like that. So I'm curious to see what aspect of Legend of Zelda that they're comparing it to, and why this particular game. Why did they compare it to that exact game instead of, like you said, a lot of these other games that a lot of other people are comparing it to, like Devil May Cry, Horizon, and all that other kind of stuff? Because there is a lot of other games that have that much open world but still so much action that would have been best suited to compare it to, especially like Horizon Zero Dawn. That one would have been perfect to actually compare it and leave it with, because that game alone was an amazing seller as well. So
and it also has like some of the same mechanics when you upgrade your stuff, your weapons and things like that. When you find things and you craft, like they have all those elements in this game as well. And then with Zelda, it's kind of like, well, you could make stuff, but obviously they break, and then you gotta go get more or make another thing or find another. So it is a bit different in that aspect. Who knows? They might add that thing that you mentioned, where the health and the stamina and all that other stuff. So they might be just a little bit, unique in that aspect. But the developers from this game, some of them made Mad Max, which is another open world game, and Just Cause, another action open world game. So it's kind of like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, Mad Max, though, the thing about Mad Max was there was a lot of sand. Like, it was a lot of open sand that I think...
Too much sand.
Yeah, it was a great open world game, but that was actually kind of one of those games that there was just too much open and not enough adventure.
It was empty.
Yeah, so...
Yep.
I guess I just hope they stop and look at, you know, the aspects of what actually make open world games so great. Like, The Witcher 3 is a perfect example of an open world game that has tons to do, but it fills itself perfectly. And that's why...
Small town, side missions, different places to go, main story, obviously.
Yes, but see, the difference is like, it's open world, but it's not... See, it's not overwhelming to the point where you're like, oh my god, there is just way too much in this world. No, they made everything fit perfectly to give you that enough, like, to look at and still enough to do at the same time. And I really hope that Biomutant does the same thing. I really, really hope that they stop and look, and it's not the same style of open world as Breath of the Wild, but...
Yeah, no offense to Zelda at all. It's just not my type of game.
Yeah.
But I hope that it's more than that. whether it be better or not, whatever, that's objective. But I do like the stuff that I've seen, the customizing of the character, the crafting of the weapons, the upgrading, the fact that you go to so many different locations and talk to so many other different creatures who are mutated. I think that's interesting as well. And then you have all these little vehicles that you could use to get around, like little boats and the mech suits. Probably even like a blimp or something. Or...
Well, yeah, there's like one that's like a hand.
Yeah, that little, that creepy thing. Yeah.
That thing was cool. It's not creepy.
It is creepy.
It's not creepy. It was cool looking.
I mean, it looks cool, but it still could be creepy.
I guess.
Because it's a hand.
I guess.
But either way, I'm interested in this game, and I wanna check it out when it comes out.
Yeah.
I just hope that it's not too much RPG, because I can't handle that for some reason. I lose interest.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. All right.
She was like, "Yep, you got ADD."
No, what?
No, I'm kidding.
So mean. So mean.
Never
so
this.
the next thing that we are going to go into is, of course, something that released on the 4th of October, and a lot of people have been talking about it lately, or at least I think a lot of people have been talking about it lately, and that is the BattleFront 2 beta. Now, it did officially open to everybody today. So if you haven't got a chance to try out the BattleFront 2 beta, you are more than welcome to do so, as, like I said, it is open to all consoles, whether you are on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. You can actually try the game on all three. So, Fox, I know you played it last night, so we will first jump into what is your opinions of the BattleFront 2 beta?
Oh, okay. Well, I played it this morning, actually. I didn't play it last night. I was playing COD, but I played it the night before that. So, overall, I think it's really cool. It is it feels brand new. I feel like I have to get used to it again because they did change a lot of stuff from the first game. Since now you have different classes to join, so you have 4 different classes. Before, you kind of just jumped in and just started going at it with everybody, so it didn't feel as unique. I feel like it was way more easier in the first one. So far with this beta, I'm really enjoying it. A lot of the stuff that I played though was Galactic Assault in Naboo, which is interesting because you gotta kind of like attack and defend type of stuff. So it took me a while to get used to it, to find a good class that I like. I was really bad at the beginning, and then I started getting the hang of it later on. Overall, though, I'm really enjoying it, and I want to play more of it this weekend, because I found out that they have a different mode. It's called Strike, and it's, I guess, smaller base combat, because I believe Galactic Assault is 20v20, so that I felt like that was a bit too much for me, because I'm not used to it. And with Strike, it's smaller map and less people, so I believe it's 8v8, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe that was just my match. That was just 8v8. But it is smaller, I do know that. And I also want to try the space battles because I haven't gotten around to trying that, and that looks amazing and fun. And I see that I like play it myself because I tried it on the first one and it was okay and it was fun, but they said they fixed it and they've done so much on this new one, space battles and all that cool stuff, that I want to try that over this weekend.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so I tried all 3.
Nice.
I did. First to explain is there's going to be a total of 5 different multiplayer things that you will be able to do. However, the beta is only giving you the option to 3 of them, which kind of sucked. You have the Galactic Assault, you have the Starfighter, and then of course you have the Strike. Now, the Strike, I believe, is actually 16 versus 16.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. What is it? I think it's like the Galactic one is 40, I think was what it was.
For the beta, did they make it smaller, or that was just like my match? No. I'm like, because I thought it was 20v20.
So, well, yeah, that would be 40, so... So yeah,
Oh, okay.
so
You mean 40 overall?
yeah,
Okay, I
so
got you.
you have 40 overall for Galactic, you have 16 overall for the
Oh,
Strike,
okay. Got
and
it.
then the Fighter, I don't remember what the number was on that one.
Starfighter?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know. I
remember.
haven't played it yet.
You can, like, when you log into the game, you actually will see, like, it will show you the numbers underneath on how many players are going to be in each match. Um, Campaign, you can watch a trail. You can watch the. I think it's like, I wouldn't say the first cutscene, but I'm not 100% sure. But you do get one cutscene, but that's it. You don't get anything else. Um, so going into the actual multiplayer stuff, one, the Galactic Assault really is. It felt the exact same as where the first one, where you had to like fight the giant robots instead. But except this one, you're more in a closed area and you're trying to like stop this giant ship from moving into a building. And it wasn't bad. I didn't really fully understand it though, because so there was a few times when we would get pushed back all the way to the building and they would get into the building and somehow we still won.
Oh, because you defended it and you didn't let, like, the ship crash through, I guess.
I guess, but it just, I don't know. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense on how exactly we didn't let it crash when we were all dying like nonstop. It was weird. Just let me say it was weird.
Also, you could destroy the ship, so maybe somebody from the inside destroyed the ship on the outside.
I guess that's possible. That is possible, but I don't know. It was odd. But so the Starfighter one, I am horrible at driving ships. So for anybody who watched my stream on the 4th, it was a disaster. It was funny watching me trying to move the ship around and stuff was really awkward to like try to fly, but it's just, it could be me because I'm just bad at flying ships. But eventually I did get the hang of it, and we were destroying things. I don't think we won though. I think we lost that match. Sorry. I have like the yawns for some reason, but
Star Wars, so she's yawning. I'm shocked right now.
yeah, I know, right? Star Wars. Enjoy the Star Wars. So the Strike provides more traditional, small-scale, objective-based experience without heroes. Now, I actually really enjoyed this one because this one kind of reminded me more or less of like Search and Destroy, but with like more players.
Oh, yeah.
Because you had to grab a package and then you had to get it to the end spot, which was like a ship that you had to get it into. But you had to get past all of like the rebels, I guess is what they are.
Depending on what side you are, yes.
Well, no, like no matter what, the rebels defend the package, and then the troopers are the ones that have to like get the package to the ship, no matter what. So like it doesn't switch sides. You're either defending or you're like. So I actually really enjoyed that. So there was one match. You guys can actually go back and see it. It is recorded, so I'm not lying. We literally beat it in like less than 2 minutes.
What?
We did.
Damn.
My team
wasn't doing their job properly.
Oh my god, it was so funny. My team, we went in, we killed them all. We took the package, and then like one of our guys just took off. Like the guy that grabbed the package, he just took off like mad crazy and beat it.
That's funny.
Like
he put out some skates and he was gone.
He was, but we ended up beating it in like less than, it could have actually been like probably maybe a minute. Like it was quick. It literally took longer to load into the game than it was for us to beat the game. It was funny. But it is recorded, so if anybody wants to actually see that, I do have proof that we beat it that quickly. And but that was actually my favorite, like my favorite favorite mode. My favorite multiplayer mode to play, because again, I'm really big into like the whole search and destroy kind of thing and the whole tactic behind stuff like that. So I really enjoyed that one. That one was my all-time favorite. The other two, they're interesting, and they definitely give different perspective on different modes, which is nice, but they definitely weren't really for me.
Yeah. Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, I agree, because I like Strike as well, so I enjoyed that one. But then again, if I feel like having vehicles, and heroes, then I would play Galactic because, well, you could use Rey or, all the other hero characters
Yeah.
like was it Boba Fett and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, we killed Boba
And
Fett. We had Boba Fett running
oh
around.
man,
We
okay,
killed
but
him.
listen though, I actually killed Rey and I felt bad about it. Can you believe that?
What?
I
Why
was
did
like,
you
no!
feel bad? Why would you feel
I was a
bad
bad
about
guy,
killing
dude.
Rey?
Cause I like her character, and I just felt bad for like a split second. And I was like, "Damn, I'm evil." And but then I kept playing, and it was all good. But yeah, overall the game is fun, and I like that you can get these battle points within Galactic Assault. I don't know if the other ones have it as. Yeah, I think they all have it.
I think they all
And
have
but
it.
for yeah, but different things. They give you different options to click on. But I like the battle points, and then you could get your different heroes that way because everybody starts with 0, so everybody starts the same. And then eventually, the better you do, and the better you kill people or do your objective properly, the more points you get. So then you can get either different characters or vehicles to fly around with. So whenever I do want to play with vehicles, and I want that big battle feeling. I do play Galactic, but I think Strike is my favorite because it is more simple and stuff, so I'm still getting used to the game.
Yeah.
And it does feel different, like I said, than the first one because they've added so much. So yeah.
That's not bad. And what's really neat is they're actually going to be crossing over. Some of the stuff that you get in the beta will actually be transferred over to the full game. So, just to let anybody aware. What?
Yeah, that's even better. I like that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, if you watch, like, we watched, when I first started the stream, we actually watched, like, the whole intro video. That thing is the longest freaking video ever. Like, ever. Yeah. But
I watched it too, but I was half paying attention because I was watching it with my bro.
Oh, well, we were watching it and we were actually, listening to it and stuff like that. And it actually tells you that some of the stuff will be crossed over to the actual full game. So I thought that was actually really neat. Now, this is kind of where it was a little interesting. The PC version, when you download it, it's actually 22 gigs. PlayStation owners will download it for 15 gigs, and the Xbox One will download it for 13 gigs.
Oh, wow. What
the
hell?
hell? That's a big difference in beta downloads.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why PC's more, because they have more options to run it differently. I don't understand why PlayStation and Xbox would be a little bit different, but, oh.
I don't know. This seems to be a very common thing, so I'm not exactly surprised. But, I actually really wanted to try the Heroes versus Villains mode, but they didn't offer it, so that was kind of disappointing. Yeah. I was a little disappointed for that, because I was like, damn, I wanted to play that.
Did you get any of the heroes yet, though? Like, when you were playing random? Oh, okay.
No, I didn't even bother to try to, I was just simply playing and just trying it out to see, what I actually enjoyed and whatnot.
I got the big dude. It's like a big robot dude.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think he's a hero. I think he's just a power player or whatever. Heroes are like Rey and Darth Maul and Boba Fett and Han Solo, I think. But yeah, I didn't get any heroes either.
Chewbacca was in there because
Oh yeah, he's only in
Strike. Chewbacca in Strike. Yeah, I was just gonna say we killed him.
I got the other. What was it? Another person that you could use other than Chewbacca. I got that person. So the people that I got were not that important. But
wasn't there like Yoda? Isn't Yoda in there as well?
No, I didn't see Yoda at all.
He might have been a pre-order bonus. Because I'm pretty sure I had.
Yeah, I have
Yoda. I just didn't use him.
That's cool that they let you try it. I didn't even put the code for Yoda, but I have Yoda in my pre-order thingy. I just put the beta code. That's it. But overall, I think it's a really good game. I think people are still getting used to it. They still have to balance out things because obviously it's a beta. Right now, the top 2 classes that I think are most popular that I've heard this multiple places were the heavy gunners and the snipers. Those 2 classes are really popular with everybody.
Yeah.
And I think the grenades are still very overpowered, so they need to either tone it down or whatnot because the grenades are super powerful right now.
There's also for everyone will be able to try the arcade challenge. You can complete 3 arcade simulators, defeat 30 enemies. So that was kind of
that's like a challenge mode or something, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I think it's kind of more or less like almost like a horde mode kind of thing. But I haven't tried it, so
Oh,
don't
okay.
quote me on it, guys. But I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it is. What webcam do I use for Mixer? I believe it's like an L. It's Logitech HD 1080. I don't know.
I thought it. Oh, okay. Either
My
way, I don't
webcam,
know.
it's
But
a Logitech. I know it's a Logitech. I'd have to look it up, but
I
someone
thought it was
asked.
a C920, but I don't know.
That could be
I
possible.
was trying to remember.
I don't remember.
I was
the
trying to
actual
remember what
name.
GKB told me, but yeah.
That could be it. I know it's
Overall,
Logitech.
okay. What did you think of the loot boxes or the crates or whatever and
You
the
know-
cards? What did you think about that?
You know what's funny? I actually got those and I didn't open them, so I have no comment on that because I
Oh
didn't
my
use
God.
them.
Yeah, they actually start you off with like I think 3 or 4 packs or something
Yeah,
like that.
I didn't click on any of them. I just like went right into playing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's interesting. Yeah, I got a few here and there, and that's how you get your like cards to play while you're. Those are the cards that you use while you're either using your battle points for, or some that you actually wear when you customize your weapons and stuff like that. Which I think is pretty good the way you customize your guns and stuff. I think they added more to it than the other game, but it makes you feel like when a team is doing really good and they're winning, they're just going to keep doing good and they're going to keep winning, especially if
Yeah.
they use these hero cards or these vehicles, or they already have a set of cards equipped on their weapons or their character or whatever their class. So I feel like if somebody's winning, it's going to be really hard for you to come back from that and defeat them, or I don't know what you call it, but win it back last minute or whatever. But I think that once you're already winning, your whole team's just going to be doing good, and that's it. I feel like that's what the cards do. They just progress the
So
the
you
team
feel
that's
like
doing
it's
better.
you
They reward-
feel like it's like a pay to play or pay to win.
I don't know
guess
if I
it'd
would-
be more or less because
I don't know if I would say that, but the cards do boost up a lot. And if you already have a good set of cards, it's just gonna progress that game. So for the winners are gonna win regardless. And obviously in the beginning you never know, but like
yeah.
it's really weird. I don't know if I like the crate system yet. I don't know if I would per se say it's pay to win, pay to all that stuff, because there are different types of cards and stuff.
True.
Everything is you could get everything just by playing, and they use in-game credit.
Yeah, but you can get them
So-
faster if you pay for it.
Yeah, you could if you pay for it. If you pay for a whole bunch of stuff and you get the best and you use the best, then yeah, obviously
But I
have
guess
that
that
advantage.
kinda
But it
goes
doesn't
in the
mean that you're
same-
automatically good at the game, though.
Yeah,
you know?
well, that's what I was gonna say. I guess that kind of less more goes with a lot of other games that have like loot crate kind of things. Like, even though you get them, you may not actually win, guys, because
Yeah.
if someone gets a better shot on you, you've lost that card.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we did say this on Calls the Corner. There are some cards that don't go away. You can keep them.
yes,
And they
yes,
stay there. Especially if there's the stuff that you put on your class or your mods, you add mods to your guns, like that stuff. That stuff people are gonna be complaining about, and they're gonna have to really keep an eye on it, so it's not being, I guess, abused or anything like that, because that could happen. So
Yeah.
they really need to keep an eye on that and nerf it if it needs to be nerfed. Don't be scared to get, hate from the community, because you need everybody to be happy, not just those people that have those features that we don't. So they need to work on that, and you know what? That's on them. If they're gonna add it, they better keep an eye on it, because they
That
could
is
lose a lot of the people, just like they did in the first game. A lot of the fan base just left. I understand
Yep.
why they have this crate system, because they do need to make some kind of money out of the game, because not only is people gonna buy the game, but they need to stay enthralled in the game and working to get those cards and
Well, yeah,
points and
because
stuff.
especially this
Because
time
the
they have to
DLC
be like.
It's free, so
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like this time, they have to give the DLC free because they gave such crappy DLC the last game.
Yeah, and it separated a lot of the people, so not everybody had the same thing. So then there weren't as many players on those DLCs. You had like smaller teams against other teams. It's like, where's everybody at?
When
Well,
Herman DeVries
not everybody bought that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
now that they're giving out the DLC, all that good stuff, the maps for free, that's good. It's just this is why the crates are there. I just kind of wish they didn't add mods and stuff that make your guns better than my guns, even though we have the same gun. Like when they do stuff like that, that's when I started questioning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of gonna keep an eye on it. Um, but I do like crates and stuff when they're cosmetic. That's the only time I'm like, for sure, that's fine, because it's just a skin. It just looks differently. It
That's
still
true.
shoots the same. So,
That
yeah.
is very true. I do have to say, like, I am excited to see like how far they take this game and what they're gonna add to it. Um, am I going to buy it? Am I excited to buy it? No, I am not excited to go buy this game. But you know, I am intrigued by it by playing the beta. And again, for anyone who wants to download it and play it, it did become full out open to everybody, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, as of today, and it will end on the 9th, which is Monday.
Yep.
So make sure you
Yeah,
guys check that out.
yeah. To go right along with you on that. Am I excited about this game? I'm intrigued and excited for the campaign. So that's just one aspect of it. I won't. I don't think I'm picking it up day one because there's other games I'm more interested in, especially in the multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
that I could wait for this game. Because I'm more interested in the campaign. It's not a big deal for me to get online and start ranking up with everybody else, you know?
Yeah.
So I will get it eventually because I am interested in it. I like Star Wars. Overall, it looks like a great game. I like the sound effects and everything like that. They really immerse you into the whole Star Wars world when you're playing it. So it does feel nostalgic if you enjoy the movies or enjoy that franchise. So I think they do it right when it comes to that aspect of it. But I don't think I'm picking it up day one because I'm more interested in other games for my multiplayer fix.
That is very, very true. And I am excited just to see what what else they progress with this game, like I said. So what did everybody, whether you're on Mixer or whether you're on YouTube, whether you're watching after the show, what did you guys think of the beta? Did you play the beta? Leave us comments below. We would love to hear what you guys think. So moving on, we're now going to jump into something that I know a lot of people tend to complain about hearing all the time, but come on, guys. You still like the game. You still like hearing about the game. So we're going to talk about it is a very love and hate relationship. And of course, what is that game? It's Destiny 2. So what is coming back to Destiny 2, which I know Fox is super, super, super happy about because it is the Iron Banana, as she calls it. Yes.
Oh my god.
So Destiny 2 first Iron Banner begins on October 10th, which is pretty cool. It'll be part of the weekly reset. It will run for the entire week, ending with the following weekly reset of October 17th. Now, I'm curious to see like the whole Halloween aspect that Destiny 2 is going to bring in, because we all know that they love to do like they love to do different styles of arrangement.
Different helmets and masks.
Well, yeah, but it's not even just that, because like now in Destiny 2 you have the tower, but you also have the farm. So are they going to change, you know what I mean? Like, are they going to change everything, or are they going to just going to be interesting?
I think that's a secret. Like, they haven't even, like, I haven't even heard anything leaks about that at all. So whatever happens with the Halloween event, it's going to be a completely brand new surprise to us. I doubt that they're going to do anything similar to what they did the last time on the first game. So hopefully it's really cool, though.
We'll see.
I'm interested in that. But with the Iron Banner or Banana, I have mixed feelings. And even though you're right, because I love Iron Banana, I have mixed feelings because this Crucible is different than the other Crucible that I'm so used to. So that kind of changes stuff up a bit. It's going to be the first Iron Banner with 4v4, because the other ones were always 6v6. So
okay, honestly, playing 4 versus 4 really has not been that horrible. I wish I could find like actually a set team though that I would actually love to like just grow with and run with and get better at it than just random, because that tends to get a little out there. But on the other side of the fact of you have to play 4 versus 4, that armor though. So with
oh my God,
Iron Banner tokens, They're going to be handed out for every match you complete, win, or lose. But you'll earn more if you win. New Iron Banner armor and gear is available for Titans, Hunters, and Warlocks. Now, if anyone has seen the picture, the Titan looks awesome. He looks like a freaking Viking or, I guess samurai? I guess you'd like... He almost looks like a samurai Viking looking thing.
It's more like a samurai, yeah.
Well, I find the Warlock looks like exactly like a samurai. The way
they
that
look
they
similar.
Did.
Both of those are actually very similar.
But what the hell are they doing with the damn hunters? Like, what are you doing with... Like, I understand you gave us all the really cool-looking gear last year. Or, like, not last year, but in the last game, you gave us, like, all the really cool-looking gear. I get it. But what the fuck? I'm gonna straight up say that. What the hell? I have officially just got this probably screwed over on YouTube. But, hey, that's okay. Overall, like... What are they doing with the friggin' hunter gear?
So boring looking. So bland.
It is. It is very blah looking. And now... Well, why'd you bite yourself, dummy?
Your dog.
Anyways, yeah, he was like chewing on his fur or something, and I guess he bit too hard. I'm gonna end up having to make a freaking Titan just so that I can get those shoulders.
What? You haven't made a Titan? Oh,
no, why the hell would I make a Titan? I like
because Captain America, obviously.
Girl, I am all Thor. Thor all day long.
I mean,
you can have
okay, well, you could do that.
I am Thor. That is the, you know.
You could do that too, but I'm surprised you have 2 hunters and no Titan.
Nah, yeah, I didn't bother making a 3rd class. I left my 3rd class empty, so yeah, I didn't bother with it.
Yeah, I know my brother, when I showed it to him, the Titan, he was super happy. Like, he doesn't even like Iron Banner. Like, even in the first game, he was always annoyed with it. He had very little patience for it. But when I showed it to him, he was like, damn, they're gonna make me play this fucking thing. And I was like, yeah, dude, it's so cool. But, yeah, I don't know how it's gonna play out. I'm gonna obviously try it. It's gonna be Control, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. But I really like Control. So I can't wait to try that. And also, I would love to game with you on there because the last time we played Destiny, we were being very tactical. Yeah. That was actually really cool. So I think that's the first time I enjoyed the whole Crucible aspect of it, when we were being tactical. So I would like to game on there with you for Iron Banner.
Alright, so I have...
way more.
Here you go, guys. We will show... It's a little hard to see the Titan, though, because he's, like, behind closed doors here, but I have, like, I put up a wallpaper so that you guys can at least have some form of a look. You can see the hunter the most, of course. Here, I'll move it over so you guys can see him for a minute. There is the hunter, or the Titan, sorry. You have the hunter, and then you have the warlock. So, there is the mass gist of what the gear is going to look like, and... yeah, I think it looks pretty badass. I'm actually really happy.
The helmet that they give us for Hunter, I still like that. Even though I missed the wolf cloak. Remember that from the first game?
Yeah, well, no. I didn't like that. That thing was ugly.
I actually liked it. And SheWulf was like, nah,
I didn't.
Straight up trash, Fox. You look like trash.
I liked how they had the wolf on the top, yes. But I found that, like, when they had, like, when it went down to the neck part, they, like, bunched it up really weird.
Yeah.
So I didn't like how it looked. It wasn't
perfect, but I still liked it, though.
It would have been cooler if they would have just gave, like, a cloak with, like, wolf ears or something. Kind of like what they did with the cat one for Trials of Osiris. If they would have done something like that, but, like, made it fur, I think it would have looked awesome.
Yeah.
I would have been happy.
Yeah, maybe they should hire you to design some of that crap. I'm just saying.
Oh, I have so many awesome ideas that I would make that, like, make all the characters look. But that's besides the point. Yes, the hunter doesn't look all that bad, but being a hunter for so long and knowing the gear that we had in the first one, it is a little bland.
Yeah. So. Other stuff that they're gonna have, what's it called? They're gonna have Quest, with Lord Saladin. Obviously, I like to call him Lord Salad, by the way. But
I'm pretty sure that's not even his name, but okay.
Lord Salad, that's his name now.
Okay.
Anyway. So they're they're gonna have daily objectives, right? So you gotta do 3 challenges to get your your loot, your what's it called? Your coins.
Yes, your
For
tokens.
yeah, your tokens so you can get your engrams and like level that stuff up. And then they're gonna have season objectives, which obviously this is season 1, so they're gonna start doing that where next time they come back then that'll be season 2. So to finish your season you have to do 10 or you have to unlock 10 packages and you have to rank up 10 times with the packages, I guess. And they're gonna give you an emblem and what else? Well, yeah, that you get that special armor, obviously. So I'm trying to think what else did they mention.
So it's pretty much like for anybody, the daily and seasonal milestones will let you track your progress to glory, guys, to glory. No. Why are you laughing at me? She's always laughing at me, guys.
Me? Laughing at you? No.
Always laughing
Never
at
this.
me.
Nope.
Always laughing. But yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to give it a try. Which, just let me say, for anyone who is into Destiny 2, Dead Orbit 1, the factions.
What? Why am I not?
Like, seriously?
Why am I surprised?
You shouldn't be. Like, I think almost everybody, but maybe like 10 people didn't pick like Dead Orbit.
10 people? I don't know about that, but okay.
Well, yeah, you're one of them. So that's like you're like 1 out of 10 that didn't pick Dead Orbit. Everybody else like pretty much picked Dead Orbit. And they were like, "Let's do this," and of course we
whatever.
won.
I'm not a follower. I don't like emo kids, so it's whatever. I don't
How do you
care.
know he's
You guys
emo?
won.
How do you know he's emo?
Whatever.
He's Dead Orbit.
Just
Maybe
look
he's
at
just dead. How do you like that?
Exactly. Dead.
Well, dead is the new alive. Didn't you know that? I don't know.
No, I'm good. I'm not gonna follow that. I like red, so I'm like New Monarchy all day, every day. This is the last game. And plus, if you look at the lore, New Monarchy won the first time they ever did this, and they beat another team so bad that they left, and they're not in the tower anymore. And they had this green banner. I forgot the name of it, but
yeah, but
yeah,
you do
I'm
know
really
Dead Orbit is
disappointed.
going to end up winning like every time now because Dead Orbit is like the new thing. You know
what?
Right?
I don't care. I'm gonna be a hipster about it.
Just
I'm not gonna follow other people.
Feed into
Nah.
it, and follow
No,
the
I'm not a follower.
cause.
I'm not a follower.
Follow the
Nope,
cause,
nope.
damn it.
Red is better. Red.
No, it
I'm
ain't.
gonna rock that red color.
No.
Since the day I die.
Nope.
My console's
Everybody,
red too, so.
We're
New Monarchy
going
for the
to
win. We
now
gotta come
ban-
back. We'll come back from this. Don't worry.
No,
I don't
we
know
won't.
why you're bringing this up. Oh my
Oh,
god.
just because of you. I had to bring it up because of you, because it just makes it perfect. Adding it in there because of you. But, yes, just once again, Dead Orbit 1. But, yeah, anyways, other than that,
Wow,
so...
no love.
I know, but other than that, back to, the Iron Banner.
Yes. We're gonna play. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, so we are definitely going to be playing this stuff. It's going to be interesting to see exactly where they take Iron Banner, and if they're going to add more to it eventually, if it's going to become, you know, adding the seasons into it makes you also wonder how long is each season. You know, because like
in SwitchCon, by the way, they're gonna talk like more details about the season stuff. So that's interesting.
That is true. That is true. Roby wants to know why he's not on this show.
Shout out to Mixer.
Definitely. Well, Roby, we can try to get you on next show. But so overall, maybe. Oh wow, listen to Fox. Maybe. But okay, so overall though, it does start on the 10th of October, like I said, guys. So that is gonna give you guys something different to do if you are still hanging out on the Destiny 2 scene and you know you're kind of overdone with the raid kind of stuff. Though I still gotta try to beat that crap.
Speaking of the raid, good thing that you brought that up. Same day, October 10th, they're gonna add prestige to the raid. So it's gonna go up to level 300.
Yes, that is.
I don't know. Are you
it's
ready
just
for
like
that?
extremely
Are you
hard.
ready?
That's all they're doing for you guys. Is just making it extremely hard.
Yeah, for those of you who are bragging about beating it, good luck with that, because that's
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah, which it's still another cool update. But like I said, I'm just excited to see them bring Iron Banner in this early. They really didn't have to bring it in yet, but I'm glad that they did, especially with like the next DLC releasing in December already, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, you guys
I'm glad that they did.
What's that?
I'm glad that they brought it this early because I was already losing interest in the game. So they were like, hold up. Fox is losing interest. We need to put Iron Banana in there.
So she brought
could
it
talk
back just for
to
you.
Lord Salad. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So there you have it. You heard it here first. Activision and Bungie brought Iron Banner back just for Fox because she was getting bored of the game. So
exactly.
You can all thank her. Bow to her anyways.
Whoa, I don't know.
So yeah, but make sure you guys tune into the Bungie's TwitchCom stream. It'll be 4 p.m. PT on October 20th, which you guys will be able to hear more about what is going on. So it is super excited. I can't wait to actually see what exactly they bring and all that fun stuff, especially seasons. It kind of sounds like they're going with the whole Diablo 3 kind of thing, how Diablo 3 has seasons. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, a lot of games are doing that nowadays where they're throwing in seasons and stuff to make it, like, more interesting and have you coming back, you know?
Well, yeah, because, like, if they do it the way that Diablo 3 does it, you know, you go in and then you have to start a whole new character just for that season. I doubt Destiny's going to do that because obviously you don't have that many character slots. So, I doubt they're going to make you, replay a whole new character or anything like that for seasons, but they're definitely going to wipe something of your character for it. Like your progress.
They're going to do it more like how, maybe like how Halo and Gears does it, where they reset all your stats and stuff when it comes to those certain modes. Yeah. And then you get new stuff when you progress again and start getting your wins again. Next thing you know, you have a little medal.
You know what's weird though is the fact that Iron Banner is literally only for, okay, so is season for the whole multiplayer or is it only actually for the Iron Banner? Because if it's only for the Iron Banner, that doesn't really make much sense when the Iron Banner is only a week long.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing that we gotta see, like, TwitchCon, because they're gonna explain all that stuff. Whether it's only applying for Iron Banner, or is it for the whole Crucible that they're adding this? So, I don't know.
Very true. So,
I like how Roby's gonna go call Bungie.
He is. He's gonna confirm facts now. So, yes, for anybody who would like to know anything else going on with Destiny 2 and Seasons, again, that is Bungie TwitchCon stream will be 4:30 p.m. PT time on October 20th. The Raid Prestige and the Iron Banner come to you October 10th. So, yeah, make sure you guys check those out, and I hope you guys are excited for it, because it should be good. Should be good. Alright, so jumping into one thing that we like to do here, and that is bringing you some games that don't really get a whole lot of hype or talk about. And this game we have been asked several times to talk about. So Chicken, if you are listening, here it is for you. And I hope you're happy.
That's fun.
So the game that we are going to be talking about today is We Happy Few. It recently had gotten a new update, which apparently was supposed to add more longevity to the game. However, I don't believe me and Fox feel that way. But, so We Happy Few is from an independent studio that brought you Contrast, which that game is absolutely amazing.
Hell yeah.
We both agree on that one. We Happy Few is an action-adventure game set in a drug-fulfilled, retro-futuristic city and an alternate 1960s England. Hide and fight to conform your way through the delusion, joyful world. Which, yeah, you definitely do that. They're very, very, very happy in that game. One of my best I think one of the best things that I love about this is, like, when you're, like, going to, like, fight the piñata, and she's like, the piñata! You have to hit the piñata!
Your favorite part.
It is. That is so my all-time favorite part when it comes to this game. So, Fox, what did you think of We Happy Few?
Oh man, I thought it was an interesting game, especially from the get-go. I was so intrigued, and they had me. They had me at hello, and so I started playing the
And then they
game.
lost you at goodbye.
Yeah, yeah. Then they lost me, and I was kind of like scared by myself. What's going on? Wow. As I'm seeing the video, that dude is creeping me out. But I thought it was interesting. I like the world. I think it's so unique and intriguing, but yet I don't like the gameplay aspect of it. I don't like the fact that it's a survival game. So they kind of like it lost me. It lost me, girl. And I wish there was more to it. And I do like that they added more and more and more. So keep doing that. And I know that it's actually the game has grown so much from where it started and that first little taste that we got. And I tried it since, and it actually has more content, but it grown from an indie game, but now it's actually being published by Gearbox, and there's like way more to the story. And it's becoming a AAA kind of game. I don't know if it's exactly a AAA, but it's becoming that where it has a physical release and there's more content on it now. So I do like that. And like I'm still interested in what's going to happen in the game and the story, but I just don't like the gameplay aspect of it where I just need to do so much to survive, you know?
Yeah. So this game is in game preview right now on the Xbox. I know this trailer, I believe, only actually said PlayStation, which is kind of weird because this game is also on the Xbox.
And the
it's
PC.
actually,
Yes, everywhere.
And PC, but it's actually on them first. So it will be releasing fully April 13th, 2018. I do agree with a lot of what you've been saying. It is a very interesting game. The story aspect of it does seem very intriguing. Have played it a good few times, but stopped actually because I don't want to get too far into trying this game and then finding out like when it actually fully releases, because I find you do end up losing some of that not nostalgia, but you end up starting
the interest. You lose the interest after a while.
I guess maybe the interest, but I guess it's more or less the game doesn't get really what it deserves when you're trying it as a beta form, because of the fact that you see everything wrong. You play it until you literally are bored because there isn't enough to go. And then once the full game releases, you're like, oh, well, I already played too much of it as it is, so I don't want to play it anymore anyways. And that's where the sad part comes in. So, you know, we bought it, we played it, the update came out, tried it. I still didn't see a whole lot for me to do right at this very point in time. So I stopped playing it again. And it's kind of more of one of those things where the game preview allows you to buy a game where it's cheaper. So if you are interested in this game for when it fully releases, I probably would recommend getting it while it's cheaper now, because the way that it's going, they could end up releasing it as a $60 title because they are trying to push it as a AAA game, like what Fox was saying. And as of right now, I think it's only like $29, and if you guys watch, you'll actually see a drop on, you will see it on sale prices and stuff like that. When you see it go on sale in the game preview, I recommend getting it if you are interested in this game, instead of holding off and waiting, and then it releasing at a full $60 price.
Which it will be, by the way. It is confirmed that it will be a $60 price with a season pass. Yep, and it will have a season pass, which that one, I think the season pass is going to be $40, but they haven't said exactly what you're getting in the season pass. They just said they're going to add extra content, so they won't cut anything out of the game and then sell it to you. They said that they will make brand new content for the game after they release the $60 copy, which is going to be a physical release and a collector's edition.
Yeah.
Because Gearbox is backing it now. Actually, I've seen the price go up on Steam. I don't know if it has gone up on Xbox yet, but the Steam has gone up in price, actually.
So there you guys go. There's a little, might as well jump on it as soon as you can if you are interested in this game.
Yes, if you're interested and you really like survival aspect of it, and you like this weird, creepy looking game, which is very cool looking. I like how unique, how colorful, how trippy it is. I like the aspect. That's what got me the first time.
It's
I was
the
like,
survival
hell yeah.
part. They didn't tell us it was going to be a survival game. which really sucked.
Yep.
Because like when we first started playing this game, you literally got out of where you needed to go and you started running, and it didn't really tell you where you needed to go, and then you started dying, so you had to go like right back to where you started and then start all over. That became kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So the survival part is kind of like, I'm still gonna give it another try once it fully releases, because I already own the game. So, but I would recommend to anybody, if you are interested in this game, you like survival games, pick it up when you see it on a sale, and then wait for the release date next year, and then try it. So that is my personal opinion when it comes to that.
I think it's so interesting how, like, I pointed out, well, not what I pointed out, but the fact that the game went from like an indie to like so much more now. I think that's so intriguing to me, that it was a Kickstarter game and now it's being published by Gearbox. It's like, wow, this game has come a long way and it's one of the big boys now. So I think it's pretty interesting that the dev team went from like 10 to 20, and now they have like 40 devs in this what's it called? This studio, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all very intriguing.
That's very true.
I wanna like it. I wanna, you know, I wanna see the story.
Yeah.
But it's not for me, to be honest. The game just looks awesome, that's all.
That is true. I definitely agree. So, like we said, guys, make sure you guys check it out. We Happy Few, as of right now, it is on Steam and it is on Xbox One. I don't think it's on PlayStation just yet.
It will be. I don't know if
no,
it is,
will
but
be.
it will
Like
yeah.
it will be. I'm pretty sure though, because it's in game preview, that it's not actually
they don't have
released
that
on the PlayStation yet. So,
Mhm.
if you are on PlayStation and you'd like to pick it up, you will have to probably wait till April 13th when it releases. So, with that being said, we are now going to jump into one of the fun parts of this show, and I am sure you may recognize something from our nice thumbnail of what this topic would relate to. And of course, that is, we are doing the gaming list challenge. Now, this is where we find sites that do gaming lists. Fox actually found a couple of new ones, so that's why I'm no longer going to name specific sites of where we had found it. More or less, we are just going to go overall. And hey, and if you guys find a list of, say, the top 10 of something that you guys think we should read and see if we agree with it, send it our way. We would love to check it out. But what we like to do is we find lists from gaming sites that, whether they're the top 5 games you shouldn't play by yourself, or the top 10 games that had the worst covers of all time, which was funny last week. So it's different lists like that, and we will read them off and see if we agree or not. Do you agree? And so on and so forth. So this week we are doing dumbest video game controversies. Now, this one is kind of funny, and the first one I'm going to read off is because of the fact of our thumbnail is exactly where this part comes from. And of course, that is Buttgate. The Buttgate, people.
That Bootygate.
Yes, it is all about the booty. Now, in 2016, during the Overwatch beta, a poster was actually released of Tracer and how she was posed and her butt looked very plump, I guess you could say. And people didn't really agree with this. Now, I guess people complained that it was more of a sex symbol and that it didn't fit her character. Hello, the girl is very athletic and she runs nonstop. Of course she's gonna have a damn good looking ass. Like, come on! Really? But overall, I just think that this was one of the dumbest things that hit the social media, was the fact that Tracer's butt pose was like, oh my god, she's showing her butt. Like, come on, can we really grow up? She was a character. She was well created. And she was well designed, and all you could like look at was the fact that her butt was perfectly shaped. Like, this definitely belongs on the list. It was definitely one of the dumbest video game controversies.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree definitely. The fact that her pose that was over the shoulder and she was looking over at the camera, offended so many people because they weren't looking at her, they were looking at her butt. So they were looking already at her body. So what does that say about you for automatically pointing out her figure or the way she looks, or the fact that it's not in her character yet the game like was still not out at the time. I mean, yeah, we seen a video, but we didn't know that much about the character anyway. But yet she is the least most okay, she's the least sexualized character in this game. There's so many other characters that are like super sexy and whatnot.
Hello, you got the Widowmaker. The girl's got like
yeah.
an open friggin' shirt with like cleavage, like, and you guys are gonna complain about friggin' Tracer's butt, like.
Yeah. So yeah, it was so out of character. SheWulf, it offended me.
It did.
But yeah,
Apparently
I
offended a lot
I
of
don't
people.
know why people take it that far and make it a thing to the point where there was heated debates.
Yeah.
Article like there was heated debates. I was like, really? It's not even that serious. First of all, it's a video game. Second of all, she wasn't like her. She had pants on, people. She had pants on. So yeah, I agree that this should be on the list because it was definitely stupid.
It was.
Video game controversy. So I don't know. Like I have no problem with if like the way that they want to show off their game or anything like that. As long as they're not hurting anyone, I don't see why this became a thing. And then so, all of a sudden, all the feminist Nazis came out of nowhere and they started attacking people. And I mean, even though
what's funny
I could be a
about
feminist
it, though,
sometimes, I'm not gonna take it that far. You know, that's
well,
too
it's
much.
not even just that. Like, look at the other characters from other video games. Like, you have Orchid from I believe it's Killer Instinct, where she's wearing like short shorts. Or you have one
She
of
looks
the
awesome.
Street Fighter characters. I think it's like Yo-Yo or something, or I don't know the exact name, guys. But she
Yeah, they
has
had
like a little
they had a thing
itty
with that.
bitty tiny freaking blue tight spandex thing with like everything hanging out, like. But you're not gonna
Yeah,
complain
they've
about
had
that?
controversy. Well, they had a little bit of controversy with like Street Fighter 5, but they I think they changed it just like Overwatch or Blizzard changed the Overwatch cover and basically with Tracer. So eventually like developers do like they give in because they don't want to hear it
Well,
anymore or
yeah,
they
of
don't want
course.
any issues with it and bad press. So they do change stuff up because of
Yeah.
the complaints most of the time. But I just don't think it's necessary if and nobody's being hurt if tits aren't hanging out, if you don't see everything down there. I don't see what's the issue.
Yeah.
She was just posing over the shoulder with her butt. Like that's it. There was nothing wrong with it, to be honest. But
Very
yeah,
true. All
some
right,
people just take
so
it too far.
what would you like to read from the list?
Um, the fact that PETA had an issue with Battlefield 3, that was kind of funny to me. What's it called? PETA complained about rats death in Battlefield 3.
Do you know how many rats
Which is
die in video games?
I mean, have you played Dishonored? Yes.
Well, not even just that. One of the newest games that have come out last year,
Yeah.
I think it was like Verham or something. That game, you literally have to kill rats. It's one of the like missions that you have to do. You have to kill a whole bunch of rats.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I forgot everything about it. But yeah, I don't understand why they would get offended or mad because Battlefield 3, from what I know, because I played the game, but who knows if there's like extra sections where you kill a rat in the beginning because you're being stealthy, right? And then the rat comes at you and starts biting you and stuff. So yeah, you stab it with a knife and then you move it. And then you keep going and being stealthy.
Yeah.
And if that's the only part that they're talking about, because I don't remember any other part, then that's ridiculous. For them to come out and complain about Battlefield when the game's already an M-rated game for mature audience, which involves killing other human beings with rocket launchers and blowing other people up. I mean, that's what the whole point of the game is violence.
Well, that's my biggest thing. Is okay, PETA, you're complaining about virtual animals being killed, but yet you're
Exactly.
not complaining that people are shooting other people in these video games? Like, I
Yeah,
think
'cause they
you
only
kinda
care
got
about
your
the
morals
animal.
wrong here.
Obviously. Forget the humans. They only care about the animals. And you know that? In reality, right?
Yeah.
So in reality, if PETA, you're gonna go after somebody because they're hurting lions and, foxes. I understand that because that's real. But if you're gonna get about a freaking video game that has a fake rat that you stab probably once in the game, come on, dude. And it's an M-rated game. It's not like they're condoning little kids to kill animals.
Well,
It's
that's
M-rated, so
the
obviously mature audience are playing this. So that bothers me.
yeah. I think that's just really ridiculous because like, come on, it's virtual to begin with, and there's still like you kill demons and all these other like mystical creatures. What about them? Like, are you gonna go and complain about them? Like, you can't complain about one thing and then not the other. There's actually a game that came out. I believe it's actually releasing October, or it did release October 2nd. The Hunter Call of the Wild. You actually go hunting. You're killing virtual animals. Are you gonna go bitch about that? Nah, I doubt it. So I think like keep it to reality. Video games are just video games. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying.
that became a thing and they were upset about it. So that's another stupid video game controversy I agree with.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So another one that they put in here is Mass Effect sex scandal. Like, really?
Yep.
In
Yep.
2007, sex in a video game has always been a controversy topic, as few games that have tackled it have all been met with some degree of negative attention. Okay,
Yep.
so there's a sex scene, and okay, well, if your game is rated what it's supposed to be rated, what's the difference between a video game and a movie? Well, a movie, you actually see real nudity.
Exactly.
Where a
Well,
video
most of the time.
game, it's,
Yes.
well, yeah, most movies, it's real. Like,
Yeah.
hell, go watch Game of Thrones. You want to bitch and complain about friggin'... Go and watch Game of Thrones.
No, but listen, who was complaining is the funniest part to me. This was Fox News. Really?
Yes.
What
Yeah,
the fuck
Fox
is
News
Fox
called
News?
out
A
BioWare.
political channel talking about video games. That's the funniest part about the whole article.
Yeah, I
was
couldn't
like,
believe
really?
it. Uh,
Really?
like, okay, so what about The Witcher? The Witcher 3 has, like, a lot of nudity. I think they literally did it just to, like, throw it in people's faces. They're like, oh, see, this is what we can actually do. Yeah, Alan, perfect point. You say that God of War has sex on a boat. Like, there are so many games that have some form. Heck, GTA, kids can go and get in cars and friggin' screw hookers.
True, but they don't like show any kind of imagery. They just have the like, the sound effect
I don't
and
care. You still, it's
the
still the
moving
same
car.
thing. You
No, I
still
know what
hear
you
it.
mean. It's still implied. No, you're still implied. You're right on that aspect of it. But the fact that they had some scenes that were just like characters starting to kiss or get on top of each other, automatically Fox News was like, "Oh, they're fornicating." Automatically,
Yep.
they're showing all the private parts, and this is like porn in a video game. So they were saying automatically kids were gonna play this
Yep.
to the point where somebody had to come in and defend it and ask
Yeah,
them,
EA
did you
and
actually
BioWare
play the game?
questioned if people declaring the game had even seen it.
Yeah,
So
they were
it's
like,
like,
did you even play it? Did you see it? Like, what are you
yeah.
talking about?
It's just ridiculous.
crazy.
Like, but I do agree. This definitely belongs on this list of
Yep.
controversies, the dumbest ones in video games. Because, come on, it's a video game. You can go and watch friggin' late night TV and see worse than that. Just saying.
Yep, I agree.
So, all right, Fox. What else we got?
Yeah, but speaking of throwing another one, and that is the hot coffee incident. So basically, you guys remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, whenever you got called in to go in for coffee, well, automatically you knew that your character was gonna get it on with the chick, right? So on the PC version, though, they actually like found a mod or something, or they found a bug actually plays videos when you're in the house, even though they don't really show anything. It's like it looks really bad,
Oh,
like really
Jesus.
cheesy.
Yeah.
They still got their clothes on and everything, but yet that was on the PC version. The PC version had that mod, but yet when they changed the rating because of that, they changed the rating and they made it more mature. some stores pulled it from the shelves, even the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox version, which didn't even have that scene. So
Yeah.
I thought that was
That is
why.
definitely stupid because like one mods are changed all the time. That doesn't mean that it's the actual game itself. And
Right.
the fact that like once again there's worse things in video games than, like they say like sex is worse than violence. Like seriously?
Wow.
What is it? What
Nope.
is the saying? Make love, not war? Well, I guess some of these people who like to complain really have that backwards. So apparently, I guess it's
Yeah.
better to make war than make love. So I think you guys all have it. Like, whoever is making these kind of assumptions really need to go and get their head checked because,
Yeah. They
like,
have it ass backwards, basically.
yeah, yeah. Oh, God. I don't know.
So that caused such a thing to the point where it was on TV, and parents were thinking that there was also sex in Grand Theft Auto, which I think Grand Theft Auto came way, yeah, great Grand Theft Auto, no, not San San Andreas came out before Mass Effect,
Mm-hmm.
so my parents were already hearing about this game, and I was like, there is no sex in here. What are you talking about? I just gotta steal cars. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, that actually became a thing and they pulled it from shelves. Even the wrong copies that didn't have the mod.
that is true. So, the last one we're gonna read before we get into questions, just because I think this one is hilarious. It's Pokemon has a Satan influence. Now,
Yep.
is Pikachu really an agent of the devil? Like, seriously? He's a little tiny rat thing that shoots electricity from him. How is he, like, Satan? Like, how does he have anything to do with Satan? So the claim originally came from fake interview with Pokemon's creator, which said he made the game for Satanists. But this was later debunked and, like, it was a joke. And now you're saying that Pikachu is actually, like, oh my god, like, really?
Yeah.
You go around telling
Yeah.
everybody that, oh my god, this guy said this, so that means it can't be a joke. No, it can't. It has to mean that he's really, like, for Satan. Like, seriously? He's a little rat that runs around and just says, Pikachu, all the freaking time.
Oh wow. That was too accurate. Oh my God.
I can actually do, my kids love it. I can actually do, like, the whole Pikachu thing. Especially when, like,
That's cute.
I can do it, like, when he's mad and stuff like that, too. But, anyways, so I think it's, like, just hilarious that they put this on there, and
Yeah.
I had to
And the
read
fact
this
that it
one.
got very religious.
It did.
Like, what? Why? It wasn't even that serious. It's a cute game. Yeah, it's kind of weird if you like try to break it down and point out the details. Sure, whatever, because you collect little monsters and balls or whatever. Either way, it's
The thing
supposed to
is,
be
you
cute.
don't
It's for
kill
kids.
anything. That's the thing
No,
about Pikachu.
true,
You catch them.
true.
You don't kill
Yeah,
anything. Hell, even
yeah.
freaking the two tards that are constantly after Ash, they never die, even though they get blown up.
They always come back. They always respawn. No, but yeah, I think that went to like completely left field because well, it got too religious and all of a sudden Satan and everything were brought up into it. It was really weird. Like, why would you even go there?
I know.
Where's
It's
your
like,
head?
I don't
So
know. I
that was actually kind of sick. Like that one, the fact that that's on the list, I was like, dude, that's sick. Like, why would you even think that
Yeah,
of a kid's game?
it's
So yeah, that was
hilarious.
weird.
I
I
thought it
I
was
liked I
funny.
liked all these that we picked out. I think they all deserve to be on the list, definitely.
Definitely. And here you go, Mike. Pikachu. Pikachu. Anyways, so I definitely agree that those definitely belong on the list of the dumbest video game controversies. There you go. So we're now gonna jump into the last part of this show, and of course, that is the questions that you guys have given us, whether it's on Twitter or whether it's been in the chat and so on and so forth. So take it away, Fox.
All right, cool. So I'm clicking on the questions right now. But yeah, thanks to everybody who has sent us a question, whether it was in the comments, whether it was on Twitter. Really appreciate it using the hashtag #4GamingDen. The first one that we have. Oh my God, where the heck is the questions? Really? You gonna make me look bad?
I think they are. I think they are.
Damn. This Google Doc thing is acting up on me. Like, really?
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not true.
All right, so I'm
Never.
trying to remember the question off the top of my head, and it was in the comments section from last video, and it was about what do we think regarding female soldiers in Call of Duty World War II, and the fact that they took out the Nazi symbol off the uniforms. I remember.
Yeah, okay, so one, having females in World War II is actually accurate. There was females in World War II. So you can fight me on it all you want, but if you don't believe me, go search, go Google it, because there was actually women in World War II. There were soldiers. So for that aspect, you know, it's awesome to actually be able to represent ourselves in this game. Even if it wasn't, it's a multiplayer that, you know, they added the females into, so I don't really see why everybody made such a big deal in it, because there is female gamers just as much as male gamers, and in all, that is what the game is actually intended for, gamers. So but as for how much they actually replicated the game, first off, we don't know what the campaign is all gonna have, and the fact that they took out the Nazi symbol, I'm not really surprised, because that does still hit a lot of people on the concept of what the Nazi symbol was, and to stay accurate to the game, yes, but at the same time, it's respectful to take that out because of what it did stand for and the people that, you know, were hurt by it. So I don't blame them for taking it out.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate the question. I like having females in the game, whether you agree or disagree that they were actually in the battle, in the front lines, whatever, that's debatable. I like having the option because it is a video game, people. I like having that option to have a female soldier, and I'm gonna kick ass just like everybody else. But I do understand that some people want the game to be historically accurate in some aspects of it, and if they are talking about Nazis heavily in the game, I don't see why they shouldn't have the symbol as well. I understand if they want to show respect and whatnot. That's understandable too. But for me, I'll take it or leave it. Either way, it does not affect me, not one bit. I don't
Yeah.
care for the symbol. If it's there, if it isn't, I understand if it does heavily involve that in the storyline and they have it there, but then maybe they don't have it in the multiplayer. Either way, I don't care either way. Um, I'm just gonna enjoy the game for what it is. It's a video game. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be
Well,
exactly accurate to the T, you know?
yeah, regardless, it is still a video game, and they did still try to hit it as close as possible. And once again, I still think they got pretty close when it comes to the Nazi symbol. Like I said, it is. I think they did a form of respect, but at the same time, I do see what you're saying, Fox, with the whole fact that there's movies and stuff that when they talk about Nazis, their people walk around with the symbols on their uniforms and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and so at the same time, they may have not had the rights to do it either. Like, if they're the people who are paying for this, they're like, oh, sorry, we can't have that because of these reasons, then yes, they would have had to have taken out. Like, we don't know the full behind the scenes thing and the
Yeah, we
whole
don't know the
like
logistics.
idea of the Nazi symbol not being in there. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, thanks to Xbox Sony Pony for asking that question on the comments section from the last video. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. Any game ideas, anything, just leave it in the comments below or send it to us on Twitter. I do have another question.
Supersonic
Whenever you're ready.
Station says,
Yes, that's it.
can you name your top 3 old school games on the podcast? I'd love to hear it. I'll let you go first.
Okay. She's like, Fox, you go first. You already know. Well, obviously, I'm just gonna go out with the main one that we have touched on this show before, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yep.
That was number one for sure. Oh man, the other ones are really tough, but I guess the ones that top like they come to my head would be Crazy Taxi. That was really fun. Played that a lot. And Tony Hawk. I believe Damn, that's a tough one. I'll say two. Tony Hawk 2, my favorite. Even though there's a lot of other ones that are really good as well. So that's my top three old school games right there. Played those a lot, killed them to the point where I might have had to buy an extra copy
Yeah.
because I played them so much.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Me. So one of my top ones would be Blinks.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, that's right.
I love that game.
Nice.
That was like the cutest game ever. Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, nice, nice.
And oh
Spyro.
god.
Say it, Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro.
I knew it.
It would be Spyro.
Yes.
Mine are
got
like
one.
cute little like fun loving little games. I don't know. I like Blinks. The cat was awesome. Like I said, Kingdom Hearts. I loved all the Kingdom Hearts. So 3 coming out, I'm super excited for.
Yeah,
And
come on already. Come on.
I know. I wish they would
Yeah.
kind of like release like a remaster collection for like all the systems, so that even Xbox players had the chance to like play the other ones before the new one
Oh,
releases.
Hell
But
yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that. It would be nice if they did, but they're not. And
Get
then,
on it, dude. Get on
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and then of course Spyro. I played Spyro for hours and hours and hours. Like I think that's the one video game that I actually stayed playing for like more
For
than
years on end?
anything. Yeah, I loved Spyro. He was like the cutest little thing ever. I'm impressed.
Spyro is-
I'm impressed. I don't have a tattoo of Spyro. I should get one.
Oh
though.
wow. That's funny because oh my god, my brother has said that about me with Sonic. They're like, why do you have Sonic something? Like Sonic and Gears. They're like, hurry up and get a tattoo. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well,
like
the
why?
problem, like I have like other tattoos, but I never thought about getting like video game characters. I actually want to get a
True.
Halo tattoo, and now I have to get a Spyro tattoo just because that would. But you know what we should do? I should draw a Spyro and a Sonic one somehow, so that like they look like they should like be matched in together. So
Oh,
way,
that would
like,
be cool.
We'd have like form of like matching tattoos. It would be weird. It'd be interesting though. I think it would be cool. I'd have to figure out how to
I'm
do
down,
it, though.
girl. Do it. I'm
I
down.
will.
But yeah. Thanks for that question, Supersonic. You're awesome, dude.
Definitely. All right, guys. So that means that it is that time. It is almost 1:30, and that means our show comes to an end. Please don't
Aw.
cry. We still love you all, and we will be back next week. But I hope you guys
Definitely.
enjoyed the show. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and of course the great topics that we try to bring you each week, and how we like to actually bring you information about actual games themselves. And then I get phone calls in the middle of my things, like I always do, because people love to call me at all hours of the day. But other than that, I just want to say thank you everybody for hanging out, stopping by. I was SheWulf. You can find me on Mixer from Monday to Friday, all morning long. I stream all different kinds of games, and you guys are more than welcome to come and join me. All of our informations are in the description below, and now I'll hand it off to my host.
Yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. Really appreciate it. Always comment and leave some questions, some video game ideas. Also, I almost forgot to mention versus mode. I want to bring it back as well, and I need some new ideas. So if you guys have any ideas, leave them in the comments or send it to us on Twitter as always. But yeah, besides that, follow me on Twitter, SheWulf on Twitter, and on my YouTube channel. Also, we will be on Console Corner every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, so check us out there, hanging out with Magic Mike, Newf, and GKB when he has a chance. So yeah, thank you to everybody who listens to this later. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and also I really enjoyed this episode. I like all the topics equally. It was awesome.
I definitely agree. And so, with no further ado, thank you everyone for hanging out and tuning into the show. I hope you have an awesome weekend. We are out.
Bye.
Tonight we're running on the right track.